In round 16, start with 1 chain stitch, and then work 9 single crochets. 1 chain stitch first. We work 1 single crochet in each of the stitches, finish 9 single crochets in total. Finally, work 1 snip stitch in the first stitch. In round 17, start with 1 chain stitch. Then work set off 1 single crochet, 1 decrease for 3 times. 1 single crochet. Mark the first stitch. Next, 1 decrease. One single crochet and 1 decrease are finished. 1 set is done. Keep working 2 more sets. We work 1 single crochet and 1 decrease as 1 set. Finally, work 1 snip stitch. Break yarn. Yarn tail round hook, pull the tail out. The main body of the ice cream is completed. Use a yarn needle to go through the front loops only of the last round to sew hole closed. Do like this. Conceal the yarn tail inside the fabric. And finally, cut off excess end. Okay. Use the brown yarn to make the lace. We'll work through the front loops only of round 9. Start with 1 chain stitch. Hook the yarn and pull it through the stitch. Then yarn and hook, pull through the loop and hook. Work 3 double crochets in the same stitch, yarn and hook, Insert hook into the same stitch. Hook the yarn and pull up loop. Then yarn hook, pull through first 2 loops. Yarn hook again, pull through the remaining 2 loops. That's 1 double crochet. Work 2 more double crochets in the same stitch. Then work 1 snip stitch in the next stitch. Insert hook into next stitch. Hook the yarn and pull up loop, then pull the first loop through the second loop. Okay. Once that is done, we work 3 double crochets in the same stitch and 1 snip stitch in the next stitch as 1 set. Finish 12 sets in total. Let's continue. 3 double crochets in the same stitch. One snip stitch in next stitch. The second set is done. Now start to work the third set. We also work 3 double crochets in the same stitch and 1 snip stitch in the next stitch. Please finish 12 sets in total by yourself. Twelve sets are completed. Break yarn, yarn tail round hook and pull the tail out. Use a yarn needle to conceal the yarn tail. The main body of the ice cream is completed. The cherry. Wrap the yarn around your fingers like this, working to a magic ring. First, work 4 chain stitches. Hook the yarn and pull up loop. Then yarn and hook, pull through the loop and hook. That's a way to work 1 chain stitch. Work 3 more chain stitches in the same way. Next, work 4 treble crochets until final step. Yarn and hook twice. 1, 2. Insert hook into the ring. Hook the yarn and pull up loop. 4 loops on hook now. Yarn and hook, pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn and hook again, pull through the first 2 loops. That's 1 treble crochet until final step. Continue to work 3 more treble crochets until final step in the same way. Yarn and hook twice. Insert hook into the ring, hook the yarn and pull up loop. Yarn and hook, pull through first 2 loops. One more time, yarn and hook, pull through first 2 loops. That's 1 treble crochet until final step. Let's continue to finish the rest too. Okay. After 4 treble crochet until final steps are done, work 1 snip stitch, yarn and hook, and pull the yarn through all loops on the hook. Then work 4 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finally, work 1 snip stitch in the ring. Break yarn, yarn tail round hook, pull the tail out. Pass the yarn tail through the ring. Pull the yarn tail to find the yarn which moves first, and then pull it tight to close the ring. The cherry is completed. Next, we sew the cherry onto the top of the ice cream. Thread the yarn tail through a needle. Find the right position. Let's start sewing. Cut off excess end. Conceal the other yarn tail inside the fabric. Okay. Next, make the cherry stalk with green yarn like this. Thread it through a needle. Insert the needle through the top of the cherry. leave a tail here. Okay. Then conceal the yarn tail inside the fabric. Such a rainbow ice cream is completed.